Something you got, baby, make me work on.
Hey everyone, thank you for being here today. And today's video we're going to be talking about how to keep overwhelm at bay. I know that in my case I have so many roles that I play in life, a wife, mother, daughter, sister, entrepreneur, etc., that sometimes it's hard to keep from feeling overwhelmed. And just remember that it's completely normal. We all have those roles to play, whether you're a dad and a husband and or a wife and a sister or a brother, etc. There's just so much going on in our lives that a lot of times it gets a little confusing, it gets stressful, and we've all been there. So I wanted to share with you guys something that has worked for me, a couple of tips that have worked for me, and hopefully they will work for you as well. So the first one is affirmations. So affirmations are positive thoughts that you tell to yourself. And so remember that what you focus on is what you're going to attract and what is going to manifest in your life. So if you are constantly, beating yourself up, if you're constantly thinking, I can't do this is too much, etc., that's what you're going to keep manifesting in your life. Because something that I remember very well was that it's like a vicious cycle that you just can't seem to get out of. And I know that I used to be stuck in that negativity cycle of, thinking like I'm never gonna be good enough, I'm never gonna be able to do this, I'm not a good mom, I'm not doing good at work, and I'm not giving 100%, etc. So that's something that has really helped me get past that overwhelmed stage, and it has kept anxiety at bay for myself. You can do them at any time, but these are some of the best times to do them. So in the morning, after you meditate, right before you go to bed, or right after exercising. So those are some great ways of keeping that overwhelm at bay again. For example, if you're feeling like, oh, I'm not going to get that promotion, I'm just not smart enough, what I would suggest you do is grab a journal or a piece of paper and write it down in a positive statement. So instead of saying I'm not smart enough, I can't do this, I'm not going to get that promotion, you would say I am smart, I am intelligent, I will get that promotion, and I deserve this promotion. You can also do just general affirmations like I am love, I am patient, I am understanding, I deserve the best, I am a manifestation of the universe, etc. There's so many ways. And you can also say those out loud to yourself, which is just going to reinforce that. A lot of times what I've had coaches suggest is standing in the mirror, looking at yourself, and truly believing what you're telling yourself. The more you practice this, the more you're going to believe that you do deserve this, and that you will have a happy, positive life. And it's not dwelling on forced positivity. It's just choosing what your default is going to be, because it's healthy to feel all range of emotions, because we are human and we are flawed, we're not perfect. So it's important to not repress feelings. That's something that I do want you guys to really understand, is don't repress any feelings of anger or stress, etc. But what I do want you to do is move through those feelings so that you are able to move forward. Don't get stuck again in that vicious cycle, because it's just not going to serve you for the majority of the time. So affirmations, again, is a great way to start being more proactive at managing your stress. The second one that I wanted to share, I will do a little bit of an exercise with you, And I know that for me personally, my agenda is amazing. I love having a handwritten agenda, an actual book, because if when I write things down, it kind of cements things more in my mind, and as opposed to having a digital one, because a digital one I will forget to check it. I don't like having those notifications set on my phone. So for me, digital doesn't work, but it may work for you. So make sure you find what works best for you, and use that. But always have an agenda. Make sure you block out time for those things that you really want to do, or that you need to get accomplished. So the second thing that I wanted to share, other than the agenda, is instead of doing a to-do list with your agenda, I like to make a to-feel list. And I personally love this because I'm an emotional person. I am driven by feelings and emotions. Everything I do is, and I think the majority, if not all people, we actually all are emotional beings. Anything that we do is motivated by some sort of emotion or feeling, because that's what drives us. It also helps us make decisions. If you have very low energy or very low buy-in for a situation, you're probably not going to enjoy it. You're probably going to be like dragging your feet, procrastinating, etc. But if it's something that you really love and you feel passionate about, you're more likely to get it done within a reasonable amount of time. And again, that's just how we work. So for me, what I want to do is create this list, and I usually do it every day, or as much as I possibly can. And this list is still going to keep me organized, it's going to keep me accountable, and it's not going to make me feel like this is something that I have to do and I just really don't want to do it. So what I do is I take a piece of paper, okay? Or again, you can do it in your agenda, etc. But I take a piece of paper and I fold it in half. Fold it in half, hamburger style. And I'm gonna draw a line so you guys can actually see the division. Oh wow, I would get a pen that doesn't work. I'll be right back, guys. Okay guys, so here's my paper folded in half. So, you can title it or not title it if you already know, but again, instead of to do, I'm gonna put to feel today. To feel today. Okay, so we're gonna write, what do you want to feel today? So for example, I would write, I want to feel, 1, I want to feel productive. 2, I want to feel organized. 3, I want to feel like I spent quality time with my family. I want to feel, let's see, I want to feel like I'm working on my business. I want to feel like I'm improving. I want to feel like I learned something new today. So you guys get the idea. You write what it is that you would like to feel. So then on the bottom section, we're gonna expand on these feelings. So this is where your actual list starts getting compiled. So again, if you know that there's certain things that you need to do, try to incorporate it as a feeling. For example, because I want to feel productive, that means that I needed to write a blog post today. So by productive, it would say, I will feel productive by writing and posting a blog article today. So that's number one. So number two, organized. I will be organized by cleaning my house and reviewing my agenda. So spending quality time with my family. So that would mean that I need to block out time, specific time, for me to spend with my family. So that would be probably, for me, it would be cooking a meal for them and all of us having dinner together. So I would write that down. Now, when I look this over, it still has the effect of a to-do list because you can still check it off. I know a lot of us love to check things off lists, but it gets deeper. It gets deeper into what you want to feel, because you don't want to feel overwhelmed. You don't want to feel anxious. You don't want to feel unproductive. So doing this list is going to help you feel what you really do want. Again, feel productive, feel organized. And I know a lot of times we want to feel like we're putting our best foot forward. And most of the time we have to realize that we really are putting our best foot forward. Most of the time we are doing a good job, and we're a lot harder on ourselves than probably our loved ones will be. And that's another one that I always tell my clients is, would you talk to your friend or your good friend the way that you talk to yourself? You probably wouldn't, because that person probably wouldn't want to be friends with you. So it's very important to know that we are the ones we spend the most time with ourselves. So be kind to yourself. It doesn't mean that you're going to be, a slacker, or, you're not going to have any goals or dreams for yourself, because what's the point? You're just, who cares, right? No, it means that you're going to understand that there's going to be obstacles in the way, that you're going to make mistakes, but that you can still move forward, be able to be resilient and keep pushing and keep moving towards what you really want. So those were my couple of tips for today. I hope that this helped you in one way or another. And if it did, I would love it if you would share with us or like and comment this video. So thanks guys for being here with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Something you got, babe.